Good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday, September 24th, 2022. Today is the Saturday Hucolo webinar with James Charles. I apologize for not being able to go live today. We are experiencing some technical difficulties. This will be uploaded to YouTube as soon as the class is over, or the webinar is over. Apologize again for any inconvenience, and I hope the information is good. Good morning, Jim. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, good.
Frustrated.
A little bit, just
Yes.
a little bit, but we're just gonna wing it and we're gonna go with it and go from there.
Okay.
We have in our room today, me, Yana, Jim, Barb, Benny, Catherine, Christine, Lilypad, Celeste, Zafira, Stephanie, Wendy, and Wendy is in Mount Shasta with her group there, and they are enjoying the energies there from Mount Shasta. So we have some prayers. Barb, I'm not sure if you're still here to do a blessing. Would you like to start with that?
I think that she's gone.
Okay, let's go ahead and do Wendy.
Beautiful, thank you. Woo, the energy is so high here, I can't even tell you. I've got Kundalini energy up the back of my spine for the last 2 days. Blessings.
Soak in these energies. They contain love, compassion, and beauty. They are all the higher energies that you need to continue with all the projects that you are working on. There are higher elevations of energies coming even now, and there are greater understandings for you to encounter. There are things here that are beyond your understanding, but they can expand your mind and let you see into the higher realms. Allow yourself to be spiritually open. Allow yourself to be taken up into these higher places so that you may understand that this reality is only one of many.
Thank you. Yana?
Thank you. Stika tunu e hante ka haistana ka aitia te te ko tartane ke no aka a heite ke ustunu e kantai te te ke wastana ka ai te te kontua. Hey, yuko urt uhin ka hanta tana ka eite sto wa kantai te te wai ke tana har hane ke tai te koste kututu artarte ne ke ahante anakata ete ist ahante ako urt haite ka astene ka ante kwa ar I hande wa ahante kostana ka e arte no ko uaka ai.
You are at the edge of a new age, a new understanding, a new way, a new change. Great changes are coming. And this is why there are so many things happening in your realm. The energies are changing, expanding, moving beyond. If your people are willing and able, they will now move forward in the way that they should have many thousands of years ago, but have not in the recent years. This is maybe your last opportunity to reach these higher dimensions and heights. So be aware that the spirituality is greater than the physicality, and dedicate yourself to putting yourself into that realm of understanding so that you may also aspire to be greater and more conscious of what is there and what lies beyond.
Thank you very much for that. For announcements, we have our channeling class coming up Saturday, October 15th, 1:30 to 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. This class is for anyone that wants to learn channeling or is already channeling but want to enhance their skills. There's going to be personal training with this. Classes at hucolo.org. I'll get information out to you on how to register. Jim, it will be the instructor in this class, and cost is $150. We also have another class scheduled for January. The date has not been yet set. It's Karen will be teaching the class. It's Mastering Tarot Card. It is a very interactive one. What's very exciting about this is that, you know, you'll be able to do a past life understanding. If you're interested in this, again, it's in January. Cost will be $150. Please send an email to classes@hucolo.org, and I will go ahead and get all the information out to you on how to register for either of those classes. All right, for requests today, we have unknown angels or somebody that could give some information about them. The Kalindi, of course, Elijah, Saint Germain, Kerr, Dragon, Shinara or Satira, Lord Kutumi, let's see, Swami Vivendenka, I didn't say that right, and Takur. Those are our requests.
Very well. Let's see who comes in. That's a lot of good requests. There's a lot of interesting things in there.
Yeah.
And everyone think positive thoughts, and let's be in the moment and see who comes in. Greetings, I am Elijah. There is much happening in the world today that is very unexplainable. Things that are happening with people that they cannot know or completely understand because they have been being aware of the changes all along. And as they are becoming more aware of who they are and how they feel and what is true and what is not true, they are rising. They are trying to find, or I should say, they are finding the true answers to the nature of their questions. And as they do so, they will find this is the edge of a great change. There is a great change coming and a great energy that will enhance all humanity if they choose for it to happen with them. They must give permission. They must use their energies to rise. They must use their energies to be a part of something greater than just a physical body, something greater than just a physicality that is here on this planet. But they must see and know that there are other physicalities that are not the same as this one. They are spiritual, they are enhanced, they are beautiful, they are uplifted, and they are in many forms. There are many beings out there that have been watching you for millennia, many thousands of years, and have uplifted you in many ways. And there are people on this world that are hidden, that are among those alien races that are trying to help humanity move forward in a way that they have not moved forward in any recent generation. It is time for all to understand that this is the time for great prayer and meditation. This is the time to give yourself to spiritual awareness. This is a time for consciousness to expand. This is a time that all of you must know who you are in yourself and be confident that you are able to move forward in this other realm of spirituality. It is a beautiful thing. It's a wonderful thing, and it's an enhanced reality. I know that some of you will not understand my words because they seem a little far-fetched. They seem a little different than usual, but my words are true, and they ring forth from the higher realms, greater than they have ever had done in any generation, except perhaps the Atlantean one before us. But even they failed in some ways. But we will not, if you grasp the understanding of spiritual understanding and lift yourself into that, give yourself over to that, and understand that that is the next thing that must happen. There are many of you that are called spiritual warriors. And I know that some of you don't even understand that term very well, but you are those that keep in touch with the higher realms constantly. Allow them to bring you up. Allow them to lift you into a new place, a new understanding, a new way of being, because you will now start to excel in places of spirituality that you never have before. And you will start to understand that this is the next step to where you need to be, to where you're going, and to how to get to all the things that you've ever desired in this realm. For the next realm gives you more than this one ever could, in so many different ways and so many different understandings. God is there, Source is there, Father, whatever name you want to give to him, he is there guiding and directing with all those that he has created. All the aliens who come and help, all those angels that are a part of who you are. In many, many, many ways, there is those that are helping and those that are lifting. Call on them and they will be a part of you. Jesus, all these people, all these beings that know of what is and what shall be, call on them. Many of you are from different religions and different understandings, but God knows all of them. Do you think that he would allow all these different beliefs to happen and not know about them? Of course he does. And he will try to lift you through these beliefs into the higher realms, no matter what belief it is. But remember this, do not be bogged down by the rules and regulations that are put on you through some of these religions, because some of those rules and regulations are for control only and not for spiritual enhancement. Find yourself in a place where your self, your spirit, your soul can be lifted and not pushed down, not kept under a tight control, because the spirit is freedom. The spirit is on high. The spirit is that of the next nature, of the next understanding, of all of the next understandings. So be with us now. Come and join us in this realm of understanding so that you may see yourself as you should be in the next light. Light is the answer in some ways, because it is the purity of the essence of what is, but it is also what you will become eventually. Give yourself a chance. Understand that you are not held back by anything but yourself. We are not holding you back. They are not holding you back. Only yourself, only your physicality, only your disbelief, your fears, your negativities hold you back. dispense with them, let them go, for you don't need them. Worry and difficult thought processes. I'm sure many of you are in the middle of many of these things, but give them to God, give them to a higher plane, and let them help you to work these out and not worry about them, not fret about them, but give them to us so that we can work with you and bring you into a contentment, a peace, a love, a way of doing things without all this contention, all this derision. We are looking for the beauty, the kindness, the goodness and love of mankind. And this is where we will look always. And this is where we will build you into a greater person, is if you allow us to bring you into the higher realms through these wonderful, positive things. Your help and guidance and continual help to the world enlightens you. If you're giving the proper help to them, why wouldn't it? It will bring you satisfaction, and it will bring satisfaction to the spheres all about you. God bless you for all that you do and all that you are, and allow us to help you to rise, for we are those that are looking, those that are with you, and God himself is guiding us to guide you. We pray and thank you for all good things and all good thoughts and all manner of goodness that is done. Be well and rise up. It is time. We are the unknown angels, the ones that no one knows about by name, but are here still, not necessarily of the archangel type, but the type that can still help, the type that still can give of great energy to humanity and to all humankind, and to other beings as well. We are the unknown angels because we choose to be unknown. The labels themselves can lead to pride or prejudice. We do not want any of these things to happen. We want to just be here as a service to mankind, like the El Yaha or those that are in other El groups, but we are not of them. We are of a separate kind, and we are worthy of your understanding because we will help you. As you call on the unknown angels, there are many of us, and we are kind and generous with our helpfulness and healing. We do not want to cause any confusion because there are well-known archangels and there are well-known God angels, but we are of a different make. But God did create us, and God is part of who we are. But we would like to make ourselves known in this way so that you may call on us. We are not individuals necessarily. We work as a community. Of course, we have our each and individual names, but we do not want to share them because they are of no concern. They are of no matter, because we are working to be of service, not to be known or praised or even thanked individually. We want this to happen as a group. We want this power to be a group effort. We want this to be known as the unknown angels, because we are that of many different sizes and shapes, if you will, but we are willing to help. We are willing to be with you if you so call. If there are any questions for us, please ask.
Greetings, and thank you so much for your time today and your introduction to who you are. Yana has a question. We'll start with her.
Yes, thank you. The question wasn't specifically for you, but I think you will be able to answer this. There is a lot of talk about the energies rising at the time, about we're coming to some sort of a shift. The portals are opening more, and we are being asked to prepare ourselves to move into more fifth dimensional frequencies, to prepare our bodies for the lights coming in. Thank you for coming, first of all, and many blessings to you and for the work you're doing for us. And perhaps you can, this is a very general question, but perhaps you can shed some light on what kind of enhanced light is coming in. And on my personal path, I am getting all kinds of signals to prepare yourself of knowing how to take with the physical body, to transform the physical body, to be able to move into this fifth dimensional frequency.
First of all, there are many of you that are ready to move into fifth dimensional energies, but there are those of you that are not. And with some help from the elders, that is the Council of Elders, they will help you to move on and into a higher place. If you so understand that they will give you the genetic understanding or help you with your genetics to do so. I will not go into details about that, but your genetics are changing very quickly as time goes by. You see how you have evolved even from the 50s in your time. The 1950s were a time where things started to evolve more quickly. And by the time you have reached the 2000s, you have evolved 5 times over that which you had in the 50s. And this is remarkable, but it is also dangerous for some, for they become egocentric, knowing that they have evolved quickly and with great understanding. They must give this over to a spiritual thought so that they know that the knowledge that they have gained through their consciousness and expansion, I didn't say that right, the consciousness and expansion is given by the higher realms. And so the higher realms are seeking to have you put that information into a greater understanding spiritually, so that you may rise at the appropriate time. The appropriate time is coming for some, but not for all. There are tens and thousands that are ready to move forward in some way or another, but they still have not realized the spiritual body within themselves as a means by which to move forward. Meaning to say this: you do travel in the astral with your spiritual body, but you have not maintained a spiritual body as you are living in the third density as much. You must understand that the consciousness and that awareness, the awareness of awareness, is that the spiritual body is there all the time and must be rising daily to help you expand into the next place. Do this, and you will find yourself expanding into the next generation, into the next physicality without much difficulty. But many of you do not understand how to do that. And we will have to come and, or I should say, they will have to come and show you how to do this in a more developmental way. We may be talking a little over your heads today, but it is that we want you to make sure that you are listening, because we want you to know that what you are doing in many ways is very positive, but it must be centered on spirit for it to help you rise. It cannot be centered on the flesh and blood. It must be centered on spirit to help you rise. Does that answer your question?
Yes, partly. I was curious about what I heard from several sides is that to really function, to go into a rainbow body, you have to take that physicality or transform that physicality to have a body in the fifth dimension. Is this does this make sense?
Yes. The rainbow dimension, or the rainbow, what do they call it? Meditation. The
Yes.
rainbow meditation transforms the body from flesh and blood to light. But many are not ready for that. They are only ready to move into the area where the body can understand how to turn into light, but cannot do it yet. You must learn how light the body is and how dense the body isn't. Does that make more sense?
Yes, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Because the density of the body holds you back from the light beings, from the rainbow transformation that is called the rainbow meditation by the monks. The rainbow meditation is a 7-day long meditation without food or water or any sustenance at all, but it causes the body to dissolve, and then the light from the body that is shoots into the universe. This is how it works and how it is seen by others. How it really is, your minds could not understand, but this is how it is visualized by those that can witness it. The body just evaporates within a 7-day period.
So I would love to go deeper into this, but I think it's not for all. So it's good to let somebody else ask questions as well. Thank you so much for answering me.
But it is for all in some respects. It is for all to understand that it does exist on this plane of understanding. So even though they may not be able to get to that place, they need to understand that that place exists and that it is able to happen for them if they are able to understand the meditation that goes with it and the dedication that goes with leaving the body behind. That is difficult for humans to do, is to leave the body behind because of the hungers, the passions, and all the things that mean so much to them in this realm. But if you can learn to give these things up, the body is going to transform into light, because that is what it is made of.
Thank you so much. I will make room for others now. Many blessings to you, and thanks again.
Many, many blessings.
Thank you so much. Sapira has a question.
Yes.
Thank you, Angie. Hello. My name is Sapira. I go by Sapira. I called you today because the medical medium, I'm sure you know who he is, the medical medium on the earth.
We know
Well, he-
many of your people.
Well, the medical medium was the one who sent out information about you. And I had never heard of you before. And I guess a lot of people haven't either because, well, you're unknown, but he said to call upon you and you're very happy to help anybody anywhere. My question is, angels usually answer to a direct request. In other words, we've always been told you need to call us for us to help you. But if we don't, how do you work when people don't know to call you? Are you still working with humans? Are you still helping even though they don't call?
Sometimes we just help without them calling. We help with them in many ways because we are unknown. They do not know who has helped. But if you call the unknown angels, we can come. But we usually have been working without any goading or any asking for many, many thousands of years.
For example, can you explain what kind of work you do?
Of course, we help with healing. We go to places where we know that healing is possible because the minds are open for it and the bodies need it. And so we go and make suggestions into the minds of those that are needing to be healed, and then they can be healed through us in a way that not others can be healed. It is difficult for us to explain that, but we do go to those places and beings that we know need healed and have no other means or no other contacts for healing.
Okay, do you work also on political levels, trying to speak with leaders to change their minds about certain aggressions and things of this nature?
No, we are not political. And the political mind is not something that we are interested in. We are interested in healing. We are interested in helping. We are interested in the people, the common people. We are not interested in power or politics. But if, as a normal person, we may help a politician or someone that is in power, but we are not there to help them politically. We are only helping them as a human being or a spiritual being.
Yes, I understand. I didn't mean you're helping them with their politics, but we've been asked as Christians, especially, to pray for our leaders so that they can hear God's voice and God's will. I meant in this respect, not, and if they're doing things that are dangerous to the general public, I thought maybe you might step in that case.
We
Mhm.
understand what God plans to do with this generation. Your politics are in place to do what must be done for this generation. So we will not interfere in any way with that. Your people have free will, and that as having free will, we do not interfere with their thought processes on how they are governing themselves or how others are governing them. We are only there to help those who ask for healing, for those who ask for help, and for those that cannot find help any other place.
Okay, so if I call on Archangel Michael or I call on you, generally speaking, the unknown angels, is it the same thing for the same healing?
Well, in some ways, yes.
Okay,
Michael is very busy, and many, many people call him, and we can be more of an assistance to Michael. Michael may send us in his place sometimes because he knows the need and he knows that we can fulfill that need. And so
Uh-huh.
if you call Michael, he may call us to help you if that need is able to be met by us.
Okay. All right. Other people are waiting. thank you for coming. And we just need to call on the unknown angels and somebody comes, correct?
It is true, yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Many blessings. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Wendy is next.
Thank you. Greetings. As soon as we heard you, we asked for some healing for our group and you came immediately. So thank you to your collective. I have a question. While we are out here in Mount Shasta, we are doing land clearing and healing and have had some beautiful experiences with the water, the tree and the land trees, not one, just one tree. But can you let me know, are you assisting us in this work that we're doing as we do healing work with the land and each other and others?
Yes. Let me tell you something else. In this development that you are doing now, your consciousness is expanding and knowing the trees, the water, the grass, the ground, the stones. Remember that your consciousness is awareness. And as you were born, your consciousness was there always, of being aware of what is within you and what is outside of you. Now, as you develop, your consciousness is always attaching to your intellect, your mind, your body, your spirits, your emotions. So the consciousness is aware of all things that is you. And so it can move out from you if you can develop it to touch other objects and to be with other things and to heal other things as well. This is how healing is done, is through the consciousness that healing is available. Now, let me tell you something else that is good for you, is that you can move this consciousness throughout the body. You can feel it expanding into your body and into your hands to make you greater healers, greater powerful beings, and greater understanding of what the spirit can do. Because the consciousness is with the spirit, and the spirit is with the consciousness. And it can attach itself to the subconscious and the soul, of course. And when you attach to the subconscious and the soul, you are also immediately attached to eternity and all the wisdom and understanding in the universe. So it is now time for humanity to start understanding that they can reach out into the universe through the spirit, through the soul and the subconscious, because they are attached to it, but they are not aware of it because they keep those things within. They're afraid to explore. They're afraid to see what is greater than themselves. But this is a time for that exploration, for that expansion, and for that understanding of each of you.
Thank you for that beautiful information. My next question is, Susan actually is going to ask my next question.
All right. So the question that we were discussing is that many in our group are fractals of archangels, and we're just wondering if you could provide some more context around how when a human holds a fractal of an archangel, how you work, how you assist us with our missions, how you work through us when we hold an angelic aspect or fractal,
Multiple fractals.
or multiple ones, and how that works together.
When you hold an angelic fractal, that is a great gift from beyond, and it is a gift that will help you rise. It will be a gift that will help you to expand your consciousness and your being into the next realm. The way that it works is that they give you this gift because they see the worthiness, or I don't think worthiness is the right word. They see the need, potential. Yes, potential would be better. But it's still not the right word. But they see that potential within you to use the gift wisely and to use it for something other than making yourself greater in the physical world, greater in wealth, greater in popularity. They see that you could use the gift in a much more universal way. Let's put it that way. And as you have many fractals of angelic energy, you will be able to get in touch with that part of you that is spirit a little easier. And this has been given so that this age, this time, and these peoples that have these certain connections will be able to rise and help others to rise through showing them the example of what angelic actions can be: compassion, beauty, helpfulness, healing. All these things are examples to the world. But many think that these are weak examples. But weakness is not part of who any angel is. You must have strength of character to stand up for who you are as well. You cannot just be willy-nilly and do whatever anyone else says. You must have purpose. And these angelic fractals are there to give you this, and to give you the wisdom and strength to rise and to help others to rise. Use them wisely. Do not let them go to waste. Use them in the spiritual aspects that they are meant to be used in. Do not seek out things that are unworthy of your interest, but seek out things that will find purpose in all of eternity, all of humanity, and will share that thought process and purpose with all things in all ways. Find that which connects to eternity, source, the Godhead, and then it will help you to rise beyond where even these fractals come from.
Beautiful. Thank you so very much for your words and wisdom. And I'll let others have questions, but may I ask for a blessing for all that watch, and that they may receive healing and the next open consciousness on their journeys to ascension. Thank you.
Yes. Here is a blessing from us. Breathe deep into the spirit, for the spirit is your life, your existence, and your essence. The flesh will depart and be no more part of you after this ascension. Let us help you to gain the light you need to shed that which is not needed, and bring forth that which is perfect and beautiful for the next ascension process. There will always be ascension processes, even beyond and beyond and beyond. But this one is the most important one, for it is the one that takes you out of the greatest physicality into a beautiful light being, into a beautiful spiritual realm that you have not yet to experience in a corporeal body yet. It is closer to the angelic realm or the heavenly realms, but not yet there. It is less than that, but more than mortal. So therefore, allow yourself to expand and move into this area so that you may understand a greater part of who it is that you are to be in the next realm and the next, and so on. Amen.
Thank you. Aho.
Thank you very much. Kat has a question for you.
Yes.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Hello, welcome here. I have observed today in my mind that um, a lot of people have changed. I mean, they're more happier.
It is coming, yes, and is
And
happening.
yeah, and people who have no spiritual anything, but they're happy and they have more optimism, you know.
They are
They
being stirred by the energies,
mhm,
and they will
that
find,
was amazing.
yes, they will find within themselves the reason for these happinesses. It cannot just happen without reason. And so they will start to seek these reasons and find that there is a spiritual essence to them. And they will find that as they know this spiritual essence to be their happiness, their joy, their contentment, they will try to find a greater portion of it and try to bring themselves into it in a greater way.
So they in their inner core they kind of have this spiritual awareness and they try to integrate it into their daily life and daily, you know,
There will
space.
be decisions for them to make. They will have to decide whether to keep that or to dispense with it. But I pray most of
Mhm,
them will keep it and will grow and become greater because of it, enlighten
mhm.
themselves be due to it. But not all will do so.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
time of great stirrings, and this is what you are seeing.
Well, I have observed even myself that I have different conversation with regular people, and I'm like, wow.
It is happening.
That was, yeah, that was surprising, pleasant surprising for me also. Yeah.
It will become even more pleasant as those around you grasp what is happening in their own internal being, because now is the time for those spirits and those energies to embrace the individual in a way that they have not done so in the past for many thousands of years. This has happened before on your planet, but it was never successful. It will, we hope, be successful within your realm within the next 20 to 30 years.
Yeah, I agree. Um, I use lately some crystals for healing. I observed that I um, become more crystalline energy, and also I observed that my car it has more energy. It has more. I don't know. It's more swift. You know.
Yes.
Is it?
Crystal,
Is it?
crystalline energy, yes.
Is it because of this energy, or did I have an influence of it of my car?
Yes. You take on the crystalline energy and it feeds the car. Crystalline energy is a very powerful source, and it's always going to be a powerful source. If mankind learns how to use it properly, it will bring them into a new age of technology and understanding, but it will be in the next phase of their reality that this will happen. Crystalline energy is very advanced and has much energy, and it holds many things. You must understand that even the crystals are alive in some way. They have consciousness of their own. And as you bring out their awareness and consciousness within themselves, you also bring out their positive nature and energy to help those things in this realm. If you look at everything through your consciousness, you will see all things have auras. Everything in the universe does have an aura. And even the smallest particles in the air will seem like billions of rainbows if your consciousness can reach out and see them. But you have not reached this level yet, But yes, your crystals will help you to reach that level also, because they are already of an understanding of a higher nature. They hold much information. Crystals store information, and they've been storing it for eternity. And so as crystals have become crystals, they start to store information, and they will always have information. And that information can be brought out through you and your positive awareness of the crystals and their energies and these things. So understand that it's not only just the crystals, but their information that is within them that is coming out.
Information in a sense of crystal type consciousness energy information.
Yes, they put it into their thought process. Well, I shouldn't say thought process. They put it into memory within themselves as it comes to them. They perceive it in a different way than you might. And so when it comes out, it might be much purer than what you've ever perceived about energy or about that information before. Because as it goes in, it is pure. The way they
Yeah,
have experienced.
I agree. I see that. I see actually that self-awareness and crystalline energy, they complete each other very well.
Yes.
Mhm. I just see it now. Yeah.
Yes. Very good.
I appreciate. Thank you very much for your coming.
You're welcome.
Blessings.
Blessings to you.
Thank you so much. Lily Pad has a question.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, I have some questions. Thank you for being here. I have well, you were talking about the aura. I just want to know if it's my eyes, because I wear glasses, and I noticed that I can, if it's when someone's speaking, I can see, I was in a class on Wednesday and I see like green or blue around them or white, but I don't know if it's my physical body or I'm really
Well, first,
green. Oh, so would you mind?
yes. What you are seeing is light breaking down into prisms. Your glasses will do that for you. As light comes through, they may break the light into prismatic colors, such as the rainbow does when rain comes through the atmosphere and sun shines through it. It breaks into colors. And so you are seeing prisms from your glasses.
And yes, yeah, go ahead.
And also, you are able to see with glasses, you can still see auras, and that is colors around people, the energy fields that exist around everything. Sometimes you can see your own aura through your glasses. Is that what you're perceiving, you think? But I think that you are perceiving the prisms, but your aura is also more green and blue. So that is possibly what you are seeing in your conscious level, because the awareness of the awareness of the consciousness does these things.
Yeah, well, I sometimes I wear my glasses, sometimes I don't, and it happens when I don't wear my glasses. So maybe I need to wear my glasses so I don't see it but I see more. But anyway, thank you for answering my question. Now, earlier you talked about they helping 10,000 of people. I think that's what you say. Who are they? I was wondering.
The Council of Elders.
Oh, okay. And are they? Oh, so they are I'm sorry, I don't know really much. Who are they? Are they physical or non-physical beings?
They are non-physical beings, but they can be physical if they wish to be. They have been around many, many millennia before your Earth even existed in the way that it exists now. They were there at the primordial states of your world and knew that it had great promise for life and for many things.
Okay. Are they working with the one that called the Kalindi or?
The Kalindi are part of the elders, yes.
Okay, yes, and that they are the ones who are giving kind of treatment to the chakras or to some people. Or
Yes. There are
okay,
many things that the Kalindi, the Aldirans, the high states of the Fandorians and Syrians are doing. There are many different species within the elders, and they're from many different densities and dimensions. They are the highest spiritual leaders of these areas, so they come together and work together as a spiritual group. But they also are very intellectual, and they know about many, 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 many things that humanity cannot comprehend yet. And so they are very wise and know what to do in almost every circumstance. Of course, they make mistakes as well, but they are generally pure thoughts and pure action.
right. Thank you. And you were talking about the rainbow meditation, and I was wondering about, like, so basically you go into fasting, and if you go into fasting, does the body, the corporeal body, decay or rejuvenate? The tissue rejuvenate. So
It depends on your
sorry.
it depends on your intention for the fasting. There are if you are doing a fasting to rejuvenate the body, then you will pray for rejuvenation. You will pray and help the body to rejuvenate and become greater. But if you are doing a rainbow meditation, you are helping the body to turn to light. That is not a rejuvenation of the body. That is a transference of the body essence into light.
Oh, okay, thank you. And so when I noticed that I was wondering the difference when you hear messages when it comes to your right. I mean, why it comes to, I mean, I don't know, I'm always feeling, I'm those who ask why. But anyway, so why it comes sometimes to the left and sometimes to the right, or I don't know, somewhere else, but what's that different? I think it comes from one way. I'm sorry, I'm not very intellectual.
I'm not sure I understood the question.
And why messages come from different part of sometimes it comes to the right side of you or to the right ear, sometimes
Well,
to the
that is
left.
easy. Different spirits are attuned to different areas of the brain. And so as it is that some people are right-brained or left-brained, some spirits or higher functioning beings will come to that area which they can deal with most easily. Some will come to the frontal lobes, some will come to the temporal lobes or the parietal, or even the occipitals. But it is that which they choose that they can work with the best that they come to. It is not that they are trying to confuse anyone in any way. They come in the way they feel most comfortable.
Okay, well, thank you so much. And I just, that's it. And I just want to ask for healing whenever you can.
Healing is, yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Very well.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time today. We do have other questions, but we're going to move on to a new being. Thank you for this great information. It was very, very helpful to help us move forward with who we are.
Very well. We will bring in someone else for information to
Thank
you.
you.
This is Shawnee Raw. I have returned.
Greetings. Thank you so much. We are going to start with, well, can you tell us like who you are a little bit before we start?
You do not remember that I am a dragon?
Ah, I do now.
I am a golden one. I come from the future in many thought processes because my thoughts are futuristic. But actually, I am living in all times, in all dimensions, in all places. And so therefore, I am with you here because I exist here as well.
Thank you so much. Is there a message or anything that you would like to share with us, information that you would like to give before we go on to questions?
Only that the angels of the unknown origin are truthful in all that they say. And all that they do is good and widespread among the universe and the planets and the species. They are a great helper, and they've been around for a long time. I myself am here because I want to share that this is a time of great energy, and the dragon energy will also help. Many will call on dragon energy because they trust it. Many will not call on dragon energy because they do not trust it. But let me tell you this, what you trust in this age is what will help you. If you trust in angels, they will help you. If you trust in God, he will help you. If you trust in dragon energy, it will help you. If you trust in magic, it will help you. Why, you say, are all these things helpful? Because they all emanate from the same area. We all come from the same beginnings. We all are of the same basic thought process. We all are one. We all are connected. We all are together in the universe and must live together and unite together. Yes, of course, there are negative beings as well, and they let themselves be known, and they are not of the same ilk or understanding as we are, but they will tell you so themselves. They do not try to deceive you. They just, well, they do, but they will do it in the most deliberate way possible. We just try to enlighten. We just try to bring truth. We just try to bring all positivity to you. And that is our understanding and our mission, if you want to call it that. Any questions?
Thank you very much for that. Ryan has a question.
Greetings. Do I have any important messages from any of my higher aspects in terms of my spiritual development or the beings around me?
Yes. One moment. They are saying that you are waiting for healing. You are waiting for something. It is something that has not come yet, but it has to come. It must come. But you must understand also that you are part of your healing. Every human is part of their own healing, and you must keep positive thoughts on what is happening. So you must also generate positivity so that they may work as greatly as they can within you in all ways. This is sometimes difficult for humans to do because it is that they are not of a positive nature when they live in certain atmospheres or certain understandings. But be of good faith and cheer, because your time of freedom will come. Your time of freedom is as soon as you wish it to be in many cases. Do not speak negativity. Do not say this is still going on. Do not torture yourself with your own disbeliefs, but enhance yourself with positivity and belief systems that are good. God is there with you, but he does not help sometimes because he cannot. You block him in some ways, he's
I do
telling.
not block them. Their beings around me do. And you talk about healing. Is this healing my Anunnaki aspect or healing the Anunnaki beings around me? Because I don't think they're here for healing. Okay, because they've been at war with me since the beginning of time, essentially.
See, that is a negative thought process that you have and believe. So you must give that up. You must be more positive about what is happening and let the good take over and not the bad.
Well,
You
there's
give them
nothing good.
too
There's
much.
nothing good
You
about it.
give
There's
them
nothing
too
good
much
about it.
credit.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You are talking to me now about them. You're telling me that they are the ones interfering. Why do you give them that power?
I don't give them that power. It's just the reality of what they can do.
No, it is your reality. You must change
Okay.
that reality.
All right.
You must understand, you create your reality to some extent.
Right. I know
You
that.
create everything that is around you. And if you say and give power to negative entities around you, they will have all the power they need. If you give praise and thanks to God and the positive
I do.
energies, they will be able to help you in a greater way. So do not give credence to these negative beings any longer. Just tell them to
I
leave.
pray. They're not. They don't have no plan on leaving. That's the problem. I pray and meditate to God. God is involved with the seraphim, but I don't think they can help with all the things that these beings, they put in my
They
body.
can help.
essentially.
Allow them to help. Do not say they
Yes.
cannot help.
Okay.
You
Because
must-
I am working with
see,
Jim.
I see what is happening here is
You
you've given so much credence to the negativity that the positivity can't get to you as well as it could.
Okay.
And you need to let the positivity get to you in all the ways that it can, and tell the negativity that it's powerless, because it is powerless if you make it powerless. If you yourself give them no power, then they have less and less and less and less and less. But if you give God greater power, he will be more and more and more and more. But when you speak, I hear all the things you say, and you say, they can't do it, or they are blocking me, or this is the way it's been for a long time and I can't get out of it. That's all negative thinking. It's all negative, bringing that negativity into a more powerful place. And so as you bring negativity into a more powerful place, you're not the only one that does this, by the way. I'm not just picking on you.
I know.
There are many, many, many that bring negative energy into the most powerful place in their life. And then they say they can't get out of it. And then it continues to rule their life because they believe they can't get out of it. They believe that it is there and no positivity can actually break through because they have experienced the negativity for so long that they cannot think of that it can be broken, but it can be. And there are others that will tell you the same thing. If I were to bring in angels or seraphim or other people, they will try to speak to you about being positive, being just telling the negativity that it has no power. But you believe it does have power, so it does. And so as negativity has so much power in your life, it will continue. But you understand one thing. Positivity is much greater than negativity in every way. And if you give it a chance, if you know that it can break through and that you are not going to be always in the power of negativity, it will be able to break through. But I see that you are trapped in this circular kind of negative motion. It keeps revolving around and around, and it continues. It may change a little here and there, but it's a cycle of negativity that must be broken. And let's find a way to do that.
I will. I do prayers and meditations already, and so I guess I'll just do more. and hope God can come through and help me, because he promised they would
No,
help.
don't
He promised
hope,
he'd help
but
me.
God will come through. Say God
Yes,
will come
God
through.
will come through. God will come through.
Yes, it must be a positive. You see,
And
you
I would
must,
take your help. I would appreciate any help you can offer as well, if you're interested.
I will give you my help. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Have a great day.
But
Thank
this
you.
is a lesson for many,
Yes,
not
it is.
just you, but for
Yes.
many out there that are trapped in negativity, trapped in the thought process that they cannot get out of it, that it is there and they can't move. They can't do anything without the negativity invading their space, but they keep it at a powerful level within their life, but they don't know that they're the one that's doing it. They don't realize that they are the one keeping negativity there and in power. And they may have reasons for that even. They may have a reason for keeping the negativity there. They don't want to do anything about it, because if they break that negativity, it may mean they have to do something they don't want to do in a positive way. They don't want to work. They don't want to express themselves to the world. They don't want to be anything. They want to use negativity as an excuse to stay in a place of unfulfillment, a place of excuses, a place of indeterminate understanding with everyone around them. Everyone feels sorry for them. Everyone tries to help them, but no one can except themselves, because you are the only one that will be able to get you out of this in some ways. You must understand that. You are here in this planet to overcome, and every negative entity knows that as well. So they will try to overcome you so that you cannot overcome them. And you must overcome the world. You must be a living, breathing example of what is to become in this world. And so therefore, as you are surrounded by negativity, you can get out of that by determining to do so. But it takes great faith, takes great determination, and it takes the understanding that negativity is there to destroy you, but you can destroy it. You must understand that. Many of you have overcome negativity only to find that it was less than you thought it was. Less than you thought it was. Many of you need this lesson, many of you.
Thank you very much. Joan has a question.
Greetings.
Greetings. I'm asking on behalf of Joan, who is sitting right here next to me. Yesterday at the Sacramento Headwater Rivers here in Mount Shasta, California, we had an experience when we were blessing the water. We saw an earth dragon. Water dragon became activated in one of the people that was with us. But anyway, we saw these rocks that are brown, but the brown rock had like a light inside of it. There were several of them, and the light was going on and off like a flashlight coming outside of this rock. Can you help us understand? And it was under the water when it was happening. Can you help us understand while we were singing and doing light language for this, what was happening?
Yes. The consciousness of many things were being taken into consideration. The consciousness of the water, the things that are in the water, the actual rocks that are at the bottom of the stream, the silt, the basin of all that is. As you are giving a powerful blessing, all these different things are become active in their energies, because you are energizing them with your prayers. And so the lights that come from the rocks, the reflections of different things, you will be able to see in a different way, because they are being shown to you in a different light. You will be able to understand consciousness in a different way. So this is what is happening. The dragon, water dragon, was a different consciousness. The understanding of what was in the water was a different consciousness. And so you are awakening these consciousnesses so that they can be more alert and alive, and you are purifying them. You are making sure that they are aware and happy. And as they are being activated, they clear themselves. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you, beautiful. So one of the attendees here is having a spontaneous, I think Kundalini reaction, but can you take a look and see what's happening for us? And maybe she needs some assistance.
One moment, please. I will be with her.
Thank you.
What is, oh, yes. Ah, she will calm down. One moment. The thing is, yes, there is a great joy rushing through her. Great energy, great amounts of it. And she is giving herself over to that. So that is fine. Let her just work this out. It is not something for me to interfere with. It is that those energies are very positive with her. She is fighting off negative energy as well, and that is being released. She is understanding what is going on to some extent. Actually, she's actually getting better already, isn't she?
Yes, she is. She is. And we've been supporting her, and I'm pretty sure it's her water dragon being activated within her.
I hear it. The joy is there.
Yes,
Thank-
very, very much.
Thank you. It's making us all laugh.
The thing is, this kind of joy is contagious. And enjoy it. And so, yes, you are going through a great spiritual awakening with consciousness as your guide, the awareness of the awareness, as it was spoken by the last angels. Remember, your consciousness is aware of the things outside of you and inside of you. And as this consciousness is awakening within you and expanding, exercise it so that your consciousness can be greater than it is now.
Beautiful. And so I will let you go on to others' questions. And I just ask and thank you for being with us in our dragon ceremony that we'll be doing once this channeling session is over with Hucolo.
That
And I
is
thank
fine. I will be there.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Sapira has a question.
Hello, Shawnee Raw.
Greetings.
I would just like to ask if you can please check me once again about that energy that you saw about a month ago when you cleared it for me. I'm having some similar symptoms, like when I start to move towards doing something, I lose all power. I just want to check if it's there in any way.
Do not say that you lose power, because that is a negative thought process that you create. So I will check and make sure that they are not there any longer, but you can bring them back with a lot of negative speech and a lot of negative talk. But I do not see them there at the moment, but they may be, I will check closer.
Okay, do you want to do it now or later?
I will do it later.
All right, very well. Thank you very much. That's all I wanted to ask you, and it's always feels really good to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Benny has a question.
Greetings, Shinara. It's so nice to have you back.
Thank you.
I don't know if you remember me. We spoke some
I
time ago.
do.
Oh, okay. That's nice. Well, you said you would try to help me into my connection with alien beings through meditation.
Yeah.
But it's not working great for me now. Is there something I'm doing wrong?
It's not necessarily that you're doing anything wrong. You just are not believing that you can do it as much as you should.
Okay.
You are a light being and you have many energies within you. You are able to do this, but you just don't, your mind is not capturing what it is to do this. And I will help you with that. I will help you to your mind to capture what is outside, what is beyond, those things that have a difference, make a difference to you. And right now you are starting to feel more energies of different kinds, but you don't know how to put them into perspective. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
I will help you put those into perspective so that they can bring you some more results, because right now they're very random. They're going all over the place. And so I want to direct and focus these energies so that you may be able to see in a better way.
Thank you. That would be so great.
Yes, I want to direct and focus them because I see them there. They're all there. Everything that you need is there. They just are not focused correctly. So I will help you with that.
Okay, thank you. And just one last question. Has the crystal I'm holding now any message for me?
Yes, it does. It says that your mental freedom right now is important. You need to be able to expand your consciousness in a way that you have never done it before. They want you to understand that the top of your head is like a tornado. And it connects to the third eye and the consciousness. Let the feeling of the third eye expand, and you will know something greater than you know now.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. I don't have any other questions right now. And so I would like to move on to another being. Thank you so much for your words today. Very, very effective and very, very informative. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I will bring one other.
Thank you.
Greetings, I am Takur.
Greetings, greetings.
It's good to be with you today. I just wanted to say hello and maybe give you some information if anyone needs any.
If before we go into any questions, is there anything that you want to share, information that you want to give us first, and then we can go into some.
Well, the galactic and well, your galactic meetings with Earth will start in around December 1st. This is maybe a little different date that was given to you than was given to you before, but December 1st is when they will start. So I just wanted to make that update.
Can you give us any information? I know that there are more and more earthquakes happening. Can you give us an update on really what's happening with our Earth right now? A lot of weather changes, things that we just haven't seen before.
There are many things happening on your Earth right now. We've been monitoring them for a long time. They have been growing and expanding since we've been watching your planet. And we see that this has become a time of great potential cataclysmic problems, especially in places such as the Yellowstone caldera. There has been much activity there on the West Coast and all down through into South America, from the Alaskan border all the way down to the tip of South America, also from Japan all the way down through New Zealand and those areas into those around the Ring of Fire. It has been very active as of late, and we are seeing that there is possible uh, possibly many things going to happen, but we don't know for sure what will happen. We cannot control that completely.
That was probably going to be the next part of my question, which was, like, what do you guys see happening with what is happening with the Earth?
We see that there is something coming, something of a great magnitude, but we do not know where it will strike. That is all we can say. We know that there are many other things happening politically and in many different areas, but we cannot actually tell the future to you, because it's only a probable future and it's not necessarily what will happen.
Understand completely, and that's always anything about any information in the future, because anything can change and make that happen. Thank you.
Correct.
Christine has a question.
Greetings.
Greetings, Takur. Takur, I'm studying black holes.
Yes.
Not with intelligence, but and one of the things is I believe that there's an intelligence within, or a consciousness within black holes.
Yes.
And I think that scientists are trying to explain it with quantum mechanics, but does anything live besides a consciousness? Does any being live within the black hole?
Not every black hole is inhabited, but yes, there are some beings within the black hole, holes that have been around for a great millennium, because life can even start growing there. But they are not of advanced cultures or anything of that nature. They're more primitive.
So if I can't remember if I heard it somewhere with Hucolo or something else, but I understand the beings that live, or the consciousness that lives there, when it dies and then it gets reincarnated, so to speak, and they come and live on Earth, these beings trying to be humans, that they're very primitive themselves in their intelligence.
This is correct to some extent. It depends on the atmosphere in which they were brought up in as humans. It depends on their peers and their, but some of them are, yes, would be considered challenged, and some of them would be considered of low mentality, but others have made it past that point where they have learned to adapt. The adaptivity of them is the problem. They do not adapt well to this, to Earth. They are so used to being in a condensed form that the expansion that they find on Earth is too much for them to understand.
So beings within the black hole are condensed under all that pressure.
Correct. But they are able, but since they have been there for so many thousands of years, they're able to formulate a consciousness.
Okay.
They have one anyway, but I should say a sentience of sorts.
Okay, so is it the whole, all that is in there? Because the black holes do absorb a lot from stars and gases.
It is not all that is in there, but there's certain things that when they come together, they are more activated to become life, such as plasma. If they take in a plasma cloud or something of that nature, a plasma cloud can actually help to formulate life even in a condensed form.
Is the scientists that are working on trying to create a black hole, which they do for a minuscule of a second or so, will they understand it as a consciousness? Because scientists. Okay.
No, they will not. And the reason is this. They do not understand a stone as a consciousness as yet.
Yes.
So how are they going to understand a black hole as a consciousness? Especially when it's not sentient. It doesn't become sentient for thousands or millions of years, I should say. So it takes a great deal of time for it to gain a sentience of any sort. But a consciousness, yes, it will always have an aura. But they do not look for that. They do not understand consciousness in its basic forms.
I was just wondering if ever those type of scientists will ever merge with the mystical people who, because it's done it before, like with astrology and tarot cards and so on and so forth, that have mixed with some sciences. And I was wondering if eventually our consciousness and our scientists will eventually go beyond that point.
Yes, they will,
Eventually.
but it will take a long time.
Okay. Thank you very much, Takur. That was
You're
kind
welcome.
of you to answer.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Yana has a question.
Greetings.
Hello, Takur. So nice to speak to you.
Yes, thank you.
Takur, I am still on the subject of wondering about. I have the feeling that there has been an increase in energy of late, and that this brought about a higher input of higher dimensional angelic help coming in right now.
Yes.
Is this because we made some sort of a shift as a collective that we are not yet aware of and growing into those shoes, so to say?
Yes, there has been a shift as a collective. As
Yes.
I was listening earlier, I believe Kat was the one that mentioned that he noticed other people in a higher consciousness these days. This is happening throughout the world in some ways. Now, it's not with everyone, because some people refuse to have that happen. But most people will allow those energies to become part of them. And yes, they will shift in some way. You will see a shifting throughout the next several years as well. There is not just one shift coming, but there has been many shifts happening in the last many years, and they will continue to happen, and they will all be part of human consciousness, and they be moving you toward enlightenment or higher understanding.
Okay, so does this have any connection with the timelines evolving in some major event right now, that they are coming in to prepare some who are ready for jump?
Yes, there are. You understand that for the population to jump as a whole, billions would have to become around to this energetic way of thinking. But tens of thousands are already ready. But that is not enough for the entire species to shift. But it is enough for some to shift.
Is it correct that that we, to shift into the fifth dimensional frequencies, you need the collective, part of the collective, as a jumping energy?
Well, in order for the entire collective, yes. But if you are an individual trying to jump and you're surrounded by a group of individuals that are of the highest understanding of this as well, your energies together could probably cause a shift, if you believe it could, and someone could possibly rise at that time, but they would have to be prepared and they would have to know what was happening.
Okay, thank you so much. It's just a personal question. Am I still giving my channeling classes at this time, or
Yes, you still are working on the colonies. In fact, you have greater responsibilities now than ever before. Channeling classes, healing classes, and also a telepathy class.
okay. Thank you very much, and always nice to speak to you. Always
You're
makes my
welcome.
jump a bit. Thank you.
Yes, they're going to approach you also about a meditation class, but they have
Okay.
not done that yet.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. We have enough time for one more question, and there's about 10 minutes left. So Susan, you're next.
All right. Hello, Tikkur. Much blessings to you.
Greetings.
The question is, so we have a group here in Mount Shasta, California, and we were told that we were going to have like a visceral or maybe like etheric type of experience with an ascended master, galactic being or beings. And I'm wondering if you can see like which beings we're either we should connect with or will connect with specifically.
All right, one moment, and I would say there are a few. There's a few that are possible. Kutumi, El Morai, Babaji, these are possibilities for you.
Okay, wonderful. And how about Saint Germain or Lady Portia?
Saint Germain is a possibility. Who was the other one?
Lady Portia, kind of his feminine
Yes.
aspect or part of
Yes, you may call on Lady Portia is there, yes.
Okay, are there any galactic councils that we are?
Yes, there are many galactic councils. The Council of Elders, the Orion Council, Council of Nine, Ashtar Command, their council, the Galactic Council. There's many that are looking.
Okay, all right, wonderful. Yeah, I think that's is all we need to know at this time. And yeah, if
Well,
you
of
could
course,
share.
and we are too, so.
Yes, you are too, of course. Is there anything specific you'd like to share about any of the astral work that like Wendy, Joan, and I have been doing in the human colonies?
The astral work that is being done will influence many, but keep in mind that it is a spiritual experience and they will not know where that is coming from. And they will just know it as a spiritual experience. But it is necessary to continue this kind of work so that it may prosper throughout the world. It does have the butterfly effect of affecting everything in the universe at some point, but at this point it needs greater energy and more people to be involved with it.
Okay, yeah, I was wondering if you know the work that Wendy, Joan, and I have been doing on ship on the human colonies, if
you've been doing
anything
great.
specific. Yeah,
if you've been doing many different things, channeling work, telepathy work, light language work, meditation work, and healing work, as far as I can see.
okay, yes, for all of us, yes. Thank you very much. And yeah, if you'd like to share a blessing, and I'll share a blessing too at the end as well.
All right. I will share a blessing if that is what you require. Yes.
Thank you.
Uka kashan zeftu ulinyaka kashanzi gatawatwa eria man tutia vashu shembia gata wahakavu itianenaga ya ora nisi and Tokorota matoti virenti wo wohutua senzi watwasa lafendipiapawa. The greater gifts that are given to humanity will expand and grow over the next years. And I ask God to bless them and keep them rising so that you may know what it is like to enter into the next realm. and be with those of a higher nature. You yourselves are starting to experience these spiritual gifts and understandings. Remember to keep it in a humble way to your own thought processes so that you may be seen as wise and humble. Be a good example to your people. God is there to bless you. Much love.
Much love.
Thank you so much, Takur. Much love to you. And we are going to go ahead, and if you want to bring Jim back, that will be great. There's about 6 minutes left.
Very well. I will bring Jim back.
Thank you.
Greetings, everyone, and have a wonderful day.
Love you so much.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Thank you so much. So much good information today.
Good. Oh, all right. I hope everybody has a great day.
Yes. I'm going to do a couple announcements. We'll do some closing blessings, and then we will be on our way.
All righty then.
Let's do the announcements first. We have our next class scheduled. It's channeling class Saturday, October 15th, 1:30 to 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. Jim will be the instructor for that. Cost is $150. This is for anyone that wants to increase their channeling or they want to learn channeling. Classes at hucolo.org for information about that or to register for the class. The class is $150. The second class that is going to be scheduled in January, probably mid-January, is Karen will be teaching a class on tarot card instruction reading. She has created a new spread for question about past lives, things like that. If you're interested in that, $150 for the class. Please send an email to classes@hucolo.org and I can get information out about that as well. Let's go ahead and end with some blessings. Let's start with Susan first.
Oh, I don't know if she'll have it on camera.
Great, thank you.
Tia zioko tia kuya sikitea ya kuya ya ite kota hia itia hia sukuto ya ite aiku ya sikitia kuya itia itia hoza ya to ya hia kuya sikitia koti ya itoko azia koti tia ya hia sikitia koto ya sikia ko sikitia itoko ya sikia hia sukuto ya. Blessings.
Earth has many questions at this time, and we are willing to answer them. Bring your questions to us as well as your sick that need healed. We want to work on your planet so that the bodies can be made into a greater species, into a greater understanding, so they may rise in a better way. It is that you have weak and fragile bodies, but it is a time for us to strengthen them and make them better. We want to know you to know that we are with you and understand you and will guide you.
Wendy, you could go ahead next.
O kutuhiana na ka hiro to ho na ra ka ho enire te o jo mahai ki puro tunya ra ka ara na ara to ta ka o te inya ka haere to ho ma achkro ma hi puguna e ti here ta na o to o te ichikona na apa o koenya itkwana ha dukoro apa chkruya na ra ishk ka ko ma Tuyanara, Inuranara, Teratonia, Pakahuyanara, Tayen Yorutu, Ejijuama
Blessings.
There are so many energies that are existing in your world now and many more coming in. These energies are for your benefit and not for your any problematic symptoms. They are to help heal. They are to help uplift. They are there to make you concentrate better. They are there for you to be more enthusiastic and have greater energies. They are there to make you healthier. They are there to do all the things that would help a human to survive. There are other energies that are not so good, but we are keeping them to a minimum coming in. But we will help you with all these energies to get them in focus and make them into what they need to be for you to use them in a proper way for your own expansion, for your own benefit, and for your own use. This is what we are here for, and this is what we are continuing to exist for, and our mission is to be with you at all times.
Thank you. Yana, go ahead.
Yes, thank you. Tostane ko a hante kusta tatanaka e te tono uea ha te o kustono ku uata tanai te ke te nu o ke a tatai te ke toa tanataka ort hante a katanai te ha ort hante no osk ha tatai te sto inne ke hata nakaya tata trt hante a no ke astata ort
We see you as humans and physical, but your light beingness is there. We see it, and it is starting to expand out of the body. We see the shine on some of your faces. We see the shine and aura around the body becoming lighter and more luminous. So therefore, we know that this is a time that we can come to you and give you great information and help you to rise in different ways than you had thought of before. This information is coming in different ways at different times from different people. Be careful of who you listen to. Listen to those that are positive and want to help you rise in the most positive ways, and you will be in good shape and you will be benefited by everything that they say. Much love to you, and keep your minds in a positive fashion toward the spirit, toward that which is in the next phase of life.
Thank you so much for that. All right, we're going to go ahead and close. We will see everybody next week. Our special guest will be on next week, and Karen will be back. Thank you all for showing up today, and have an awesome day.